Hey, wait a second! At least listen to what Shirahase has to say!
I don't have time for sentimentality. Dumb lowlife should stay away. You're wrong. Because you like Koichi, don't you, Yo? What?
Being together as if it were natural. As if it had to be that way. I don't have friends like that. I keep my connections broad and shallow, making sure the atmosphere flows smoothly. Not belonging to any particular group. It's a carefree way to live, but at times, it can be lonely.
Koichi! Over here, over here! Jeez, hurry up already, you're so slow!
The two girls grab my hands and take off running. Wait, there's no need to rush! What are you two doing?
It's trending right now. Come on, Koichi, record a video. We'll post it on social media.
This is what's popular? Fine, but what's so fun about recording a video where nothing happens?
Just do it. The sooner we finish, the better.
If you don't want to do it, then why are you even...
This turned out great, Yo!
The girl with the bright, gentle smile is Yumi Shirahase, and...
Yeah. Are you really going to post it? Well, if you're fine with it, then whatever.
The girl with a tsundere air of embarrassment is Yo Kumosuki. They've been friends since elementary school, childhood friends basically. But until now, I've only ever been a classmate to them. If you don't like it, you should just say no, Kumosuki.
Shut up! It's not like I hate it or anything. Don't worry. I never do anything Yo doesn't want. This is a secret video just for the three of us.
So it's getting shelved, huh? Well, that was fun to watch. It all started with something small. When we entered middle school, I somehow ended up spending time with them.
Yumi, we're here. Let's go home. Okay. See you tomorrow, Yo, Koichi.
Yumi runs toward her parents, her smile full of happiness. But as I watched to Yumi's back, I couldn't help but wonder what was on Yo's mind as she stared after her. Kumosuki? Was something wrong?
Nothing. I was just thinking. She looks really happy.
You really do like her, huh?
Huh. Let's just go home.
Shirahase transferred into her class in 3rd grade. Before that, she had been in a children's home in the neighboring town. The parents from earlier are her foster parents, something she only told me a little while ago. You knew about Shirahase's past way before I did, huh?
Don't misunderstand. I'm not with her out of pity.
I know, you're just that kind, Kumosuki.
I don't recall ever being kind to you, though.
Tough luck for me then. I don't recall ever getting kindness from you either. Yo could be prickly with me, but before we knew it, the three of us had naturally started spending time together. Can't believe we all ended up at the same high school.
Isn't it great? It's fun. I'm really happy.
We graduated middle school and moved on to the same high school. It's a slightly more academically challenging school.
You didn't force yourself to match with us, did you? You really studied hard for this. What? Were you that desperate to keep up?
Yeah, that's right. Back in the summer of our 3rd year, you laughed at my school choice, and it pissed me off so much.
What? Are you compromising on your school? Such a low rank.
Hey, cut it out! Stop making yourself the villain in my story! Seriously, the way you talk gets under my skin.
But thanks to you riling me up, I studied like crazy and made it into a decent school. Maybe I should be grateful.
Gah, I got nothing to say to that. What, Shirahase? Don't you start laughing too?
Sorry. I'm so excited for high school life. I'm really happy.
Yo scoffs, while Shirahase laughs like a blooming flower. Wait, what kind of narration is this? Shirahase's smile is so dazzling, it's throwing my thoughts off track.
Let's have a great time in high school, Koichi.
Yeah, of course. Shirahase never stops smiling. She always lifts my spirits. And thanks to Kumosuke pushing me, I get to spend 3 days with them. Kumosuke, same as always. Thanks for pushing me.
Are you a masochist? Well, if Yumi's happy, then I guess it's fine.
At that moment, our carefree high school days seemed full of excitement. But soon, things started to change. Huh? She's out for bereavement leave?
Yeah, the teacher mentioned it this morning. Yumi didn't tell you to? She always talks about you guys in class, so I thought she'd have at least contacted you.
In our first year, Kumosuke and I ended up in the same class, while Shirahase was placed in a different one. Still, it was a daily routine for us to visit her during breaks, so today, we had gone to her classroom as usual. Kumosuke, you haven't heard anything? She would tell you, right?
I don't know. It's not like I know everything about her.
For some reason, Kumosuke's expression looked a little wounded just then.
Sorry for worrying you.
A week later, Shirahase returned to school with a wobbly smile.
Yumi, are you okay? You didn't contact us at all. Sorry. Everything happened so suddenly, and it was chaotic. But I'm fine now. Thanks, yo.
Apparently, her foster mother had passed away in an unexpected accident, but Shirahase still smiled at us. Hey, Kumosuke.
What?
Shirahase, she's still smiling like always, but doesn't something feel off to you?
If you noticed, then obviously I did too.
Her foster mother had welcomed her wholeheartedly, but we had always known her foster father was distant. Now that her mother's gone, Shirahase is...
But I see. So you noticed too.
Huh?
It's nothing. That girl always tries not to worry me too much. She won't talk about things that would make me concerned. You should be the one to ask her. You can at least do that, right?
Yeah, I know. There wasn't much we could do as powerless students. Kumosuke probably understood that. But around that time, we started to change, little by little. Huh? Kumosuke, you're taking the day off tomorrow too?
Yeah? So what? Girls have a lot to deal with, like that monthly princess day.
She probably meant her period, but lately, Kumosuke had been skipping school more often. Though, something about the frequency didn't quite match up with her cycle. As a guy, I couldn't exactly pry into her period schedule.
I see. So Yo's absent today too.
The next day at lunch, I was eating with Shirahase alone. Yeah, she said it's her Princess Day, but she's been skipping a lot lately. But you too, right? You've been missing school more often. Are you and Kumosuke really okay? It was getting harder for Shirahase to even keep up a smile. Even without me or Kumosuke noticing, the exhaustion on her face was obvious.
I've been working a part-time job at night. I need to contribute to the household. It's the least I can do for the 2 people who took me in.
Tucking her hair behind her ear while smiling. That was her tell. It was something she did when she was pushing herself too hard. Apparently, her foster father had told her to get a job, and now she was barely getting any sleep. Alright, tomorrow, when Kumosuke comes, let's eat lunch together like we used to. We'll talk about stupid things and laugh like idiots.
Koichi? Yeah, that sounds nice. Thanks.
We were still kids, bound by our parents' rules. There wasn't much we could do. That's why I believed that protecting this small warm place with them was all I could do. Hey, what did you just say? Time passed, and the day of our high school graduation arrived. On what was supposed to be a joyous occasion, I felt the warmth drain away.
Like I said, I'm going to an elite university overseas. We live in different worlds now. This is goodbye.
What? Why the hell didn't you tell us about this sooner? We were always together.
Why are are you so mad? No matter how close you are, people have things they don't want to share. Right, Yumi? You understand, don't you? That's...
Apparently, Kumosuki had been skipping school to attend prep classes. She had been working hard since her first year, determined to get into a prestigious university overseas. She was naturally gifted and handled everything with ease, so it was no surprise she had gotten in. This spring, she was leaving for good. Are you serious? Kumosuki, you didn't even tell Shirahase? Something this important?
Ugh, you're so noisy! I told you, didn't I? Besides, as long as Yumi has you, she'll be fine.
What are you talking about? You and I aren't the same.
What's the difference? Oh wait, you guys aren't just friends anymore. Didn't know that.
She dodged my words effortlessly, putting up a wall so I couldn't press further.
Ugh, I have to go, the teacher wants to see me. Since I'm the first student from this school to get into a top international university, they're all excited.
Hey, wait a second! At least listen to what Shirahase has to say!
You do it! That's your job, isn't it?
Kumosuki let out a deep sigh before her expression faded into a cold smirk.
I don't have time for sentimentality. Dumb lowlife should stay away.
With those parting words, she turned her back on us.
Yo! Congrats on getting into university! Don't push yourself too hard over there, okay?
For a moment, Kumosuki hesitated. What was going through her mind?
Yo! Are you okay? I'll help you. But I can handle this much on my own.
It was a memory I didn't know. Something precious that belonged only to Shirahase and Kumosuki. But Yo quickly started walking again. She never looked back.
I really messed up, didn't I?
Shirahase. Even after having cruel words thrown at her, Shirahase still smiled bravely. Even I, an idiot, could tell she was struggling against a wave of sadness. Shirahase, I'll always be by your side.
Koichi?
Wait for me. I swear I'll come for you. I promise. That spring, I went to university in Tokyo. Shirahase didn't continue her education and went straight into the workforce. Kumosuki vanished from our lives, and our once dazzling youth came to an abrupt end. Harumiya, you didn't sleep again last night, did you? I was studying, and before I knew it, the sun was up. The moment I entered university, I started working toward my future. Lectures, certifications, seminars, saving up money. I had a mountain of things to do. The one who reached out to me was Kaito Kazama, someone I met at a business seminar. Seriously, you won't accomplish anything if you destroy your health. If you need anything, rely on me. Thanks, Kazama. The promise I made to Shirahase was mostly one-sided. Even so, I couldn't just leave her alone. I had to keep going. Just like they said. Kaito mumbled something under his breath. I asked, but he just brushed it off with a refreshing smile. Hey Yumi, why the hell is your pay so low this month? Give me more money. 5 years had passed, and Shirahase had been working non-stop. Do you have any idea how much money I spent on you?
I'm sorry.
Whenever I called, she always said she was too busy to meet. It wasn't hard to imagine how overwhelmed she was. That's why I kept saying that if we were going to adopt, we should have taken in a son. A boy has more ways to make money, you know? A girl is only worth anything until she's still young. And now what? My wife died protecting this useless orphan. What a joke. Shirahase's foster mother died back in high school while out shopping with her daughter. She shielded her from a car that ran a red light and lost her life. That's why Shirahase never tried to escape from her foster father. As a way to atone, she kept working endlessly. That's why you'd better make as much money as you can while you're still worth something. Both your real parents died in accidents, And now my wife too. You're a walking disaster. Shirahase had always been grateful to her foster parents. She must have worked hard all this time, believing it was for their sake. Are you still killing your own feelings, Shirahase?
Huh? Koichi?
Sorry for being late, Shirahase. I came to get you. It had been 4 years since I graduated from university. Now, at 26, I stood before Shirahase in a suit, smiling. And you are? I suppose it's understandable if you don't remember me. I'm merely an old classmate of your daughter's. As I bowed, Shirahase's foster father let out a mocking snort. Sorry, but my daughter is on her way to work. If you're here to hit on her, you can get lost. I'm aware. Shirahase, Yumi, has been working tirelessly, hasn't she? Even though all her earnings are under your control, she never complains. What's your point? Outsiders shouldn't interfere in other people's family matters. You're right. I'm an outsider, but Yumi is a dear friend. I can't just ignore her when she's silently crying out for help. Heh, you act so high and mighty. I'm this girl's foster father. Not only that, I'm a grieving man who lost his beloved wife because of her. I have every right to make her pay for it. He spoke without hesitation. He had probably told Shirahase these things to her face countless times before. Yumi didn't take your wife from you. The driver who ran the red light did. Shut up! You have no idea how much I loved my wife. If only she hadn't protected Yumi, this wouldn't have happened. If only you had died instead. The words he threw at her were beyond cruel. For the first time, I saw Shirahase's smile shatter as tears spilled from her eyes. There are some things you should never say. No matter how painful it was, Yumi always smiled. She suppressed her grief and still smiled. And now I finally understand why. She's been slowly killed by you all this time. Your words are no different from a knife. You've already destroyed the girl your wife loved so much. President, it's time. Sorry to keep you waiting, Kaito.
Wait, President? Koichi, you're...
Yeah, that's actually what I came to talk about today. I'm here to recruit you, Shirahase. President? I don't know what kind of company you run, but you can't just take her. It's probably some no-name startup that'll collapse in no time. President, you should introduce yourself properly. With a sigh, Kaito took his place next to me. He's my best friend and the president of Spring Sunset Inc. It's a rapidly growing company that was recently chosen as a business partner for a major corporation in the UK. During university, Kaito and I co-founded an IT company. Even though he's a co-owner, he always introduces me as the president. Spring Sunset Inc? That's the upstart company that beat us in the bidding competition. So you finally understand. Yes, our company was chosen in that competition. Shirahase's foster father was an executive at a major IT company that had also competed against us. Every company had bet their future on that competition. As soon as he heard our name, he gritted his teeth. Shirahase, I'm sorry if this was sudden, but I never forgot my promise. That's why I came to get you. I don't want you to keep killing yourself like this, so I've prepared a place where you don't have to. This is my decision. I want to protect you, not just as a friend, but as the woman I love. I won't force you, but before you break completely, please rely on me anytime.
Koichi...
Eventually, it was time for me to leave for work, so I left with Kaito. Shirahase too had no choice but to head to her job, leaving her enraged foster father behind.
Good work today.
That evening, as Shirahase finished work, she narrowed her eyes against the golden sunset.
I should go home and talk to him again.
She clenched her fists and started walking, but then...
Finally, you're out. You sure are busy, Yumi. Huh? Yo! Yo, is that you? Huh. Figures you'd recognize me right away.
The person standing there was Kumosuki Yo, who had vanished from our lives after high school. Her once long hair was now short, her makeup flawless. Yet, Shirahase saw through it instantly.
You're still working yourself to the bone? I thought that guy would have come to get you by now. That guy? You mean Koichi? Yeah, you two are both low achievers. Might as well get together already. You're wrong. Because you like Koichi, don't you, Yo? What? Did you think I wouldn't notice? I've been watching you for so long, Yo. Of course I knew.
That day we graduated, Kumosuki deliberately pushed us away. She was afraid that if she stayed, she would only end up hurting Shirahase, so she chose to disappear.
That's ridiculous. Yo? That guy? I don't like him at all, not even a little. What about you? You always suppress your own feelings for the sake of others. Are you an idiot? You were the only one. The only one who ever noticed my pain.
Since childhood, Yo had been more capable than others, always relied upon by her peers.
As long as Yo handles it, everything will be fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'll take care of it. Well, thanks, Yo. You're amazing.
The admiration in her classmates' eyes was pure, without a trace of malice.
Yo, are you okay? Let me help.
The only one who ever reached out to her was Shirahase, who had just transferred to their school.
Huh? But I can handle this much on my own. You're always relied on because you can do anything, Yo. But doing everything alone must be tough. I felt like you were always enduring things for everyone else. That's why I wanted to help. Is that okay? Thank you, Yumi. Back then, your smile saved me. You made me realize I had been suppressing my own feelings all along. So why? Why can't you take care of your own heart? You stopped talking to me about anything, afraid of making me worry. But the one I always wanted to help most was you.
Yo had always been relied upon, always meeting others' expectations, but the one girl she wanted to save was Shirahase. Shirahase threw her arms around Yo, her long-lost best friend. Tears welled up in her eyes.
Jeez, you're such an idiot, Yo. I've always been saved by you. I was cold and trembling, but I could smile because you and Koichi were there. You two were my light, my warmth.
Shirahase's gentle voice sparkled like the setting sun, slowly melting the ice in Yo's heart.
That day we graduated, I said such awful things. I'm sorry, Yumi. I'm so sorry.
Yo had been silently supporting us all this time, ever since high school. She made sure Shirahase could be with me. She made sure I could go and bring Shirahase back. She hid her own feelings and stepped aside for Shirahase's sake.
Yeah, and I'm sorry too, Yo, for not relying on you properly.
Their clumsy yet kind friendship had not been broken. Bathed in the warm glow of the sinking sun, they cried together, letting everything out. After that, Shirahase made her decision and cut ties with her foster father. Annoyed, he quickly agreed to dissolve their adoption. However, not long after, the company where he served as an executive was absorbed by a major corporation and ceased to exist. I never thought things would turn out like this. Stripped of his executive position after the merger, he tried to turn to Shirahase for support, but
we're strangers now. I'm sorry.
Shirahase refused him with a smile, leaving him in despair. This is nice, real friendship. Right? My friends are the best. In the end, Shirahase rejected my confession. Not knowing about Yo's feelings, I simply thought I had been turned down.
Tough luck, Koichi Harumiya.
Needless to say, I ended up in a petty argument with Yo after she proudly put her arm around Shirahase like she had won. Hey Kaito, you're Yo's cousin, aren't you? You knew and didn't say anything? That's pretty underhanded, boss. Well, we're best friends now, aren't we? I had already realized it was Yo who had been pulling the strings to ensure my company's success from behind the scenes. The reason I met Kaito in university was because Yo had introduced us. And the fact that Yo worked at the UK corporation that became our business partner. That wasn't a coincidence either. Still, it was Yo who got me involved in all this. But you're the one who ruined me, boss. Quit looking at me like that and cut it out.
You two get along so well.
This isn't funny. By the way, Yo's long vacation was about to end. In a few days, she would be returning to the UK. Meanwhile, Shirahase was working at my company, steadily striving toward her dream of moving to the UK as well.
Thanks for keeping your promise. For protecting Yumi's place.
You're thanking me? Did you eat something weird in the UK?
Forget it, I take it back.
Suppressing your own heart for someone else's sake. Maybe that's something everyone experiences in life. But the only way to heal a wounded heart is through the people who truly see you. And, in the end, yourself. Like the warm glow of a spring sunset, I had learned the true strength of a friendship that never fades.
Aw, Brittany here. What a wonderful episode about friendship. I loved it. I hope you did too. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!